Good day, my name is Morné van Merwe and I live in Worcester, South Africa. I'm an employee at Innovation for the Blind here in Worcester. So the dish I'm going to make today is a pasta with basil and tomatoes. We'll start with the ingredients for the sauce accompanying the pasta. So this is my onion, taking my knife, cutting off its side. A bit too big, but it's quite a healthy onion, I can tell you that. Very aromatic and strong on the eyes. Very fresh, locally produced in the region of Worcester where I live. In fact, most of the ingredients here are locally produced, so this is proudly regional. Instead of standing with a knife and chop, I am going to use this nifty little jewel in the kitchen. This is an onion chopper. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take the knife and just cut some of and put it. We will do it in batches. You don't overload the onion chopper, otherwise it might get stuck. But it's in any way much quicker than chopping with a knife. Put on the lid for now and pull on the rope. Let's have a look. Finely chopped. Alright, the onion is finely chopped, and while we are still waiting for the water to boil, I thought it is best to start with the garlic. So the recipe says 3 garlic cloves. So how I get the leaves off the garlic, easy way for me is I put the garlic on the board, make a fist with my hand and press lightly until I hear a click sound. Click, it made click. I think it's not very audible, but anyway it did. And now, instead of standing with a knife again, I'm going to use a garlic press. You add the garlic cloves in there, secure it, take a bowl. Okay, I need 2 hands for this job, eh? All right. Put the garlic in the little container of the press, close it lightly, slightly, keep it over the bowl and press. That's wonderful. Fresh, locally produced garlic clove has been pressed. Alright, so the garlic has been crushed to a pulp, that is what we want. Now we are going to do tomatoes. We are using again locally produced tomatoes. I think it looks beautiful, it's fresh, it's local, it's ours. Enjoy it with me, please. Right. So now we must chop the side off, just for the little where it was on its. That was beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut the tomatoes in little blocks or squares. How far I can get to a square, but I mean. The tomato is so fresh, the knife cuts neatly through the tomato and it's a bliss to work with it. Alright, so all the tomatoes, the garlic and the onions are ready. Now we will start with the sauce for the pasta. Here's my pan, a nice deep pan, because at the end we must add the pasta to the sauce and not the sauce to the pasta. So I'm adding a bit of oil, as you can see here. Okay, I think it's enough. So let's make sure the oil is hot enough for the onion. Beautiful sound of onion in a pan. So let's give it a nice onion, as a nice shot of onion in the pan. Some more. Smells very nice here. Stove is nice and hot. Locally produced onion in the pan. And saute it for 3 minutes more or less. Okay, so now the onions are nicely fried. Now we will add the garlic. And then we shall saute that for 1 minute, because garlic tends to burn quick. Okay, here's the... There we go. Okay, now we will saute that for 1 minute. Here we go. Right, the garlic and onions met each other, so now they are ready for the tomatoes. Here we go. There we go. Lovely. It has its advantages to have long arms. Right, so now I'm going to just mix them together, and now my spices. First add a bit of salt. Let's do it like this, as pepper. And then, just to break the acidity of the tomatoes, I'm going to add more or less 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then after that, I will add the oregano, sorry. This is my sugar. There we go. Now we will mix it together, and we will leave it for 15 minutes to boil. Just mix everything together. Lovely. Nice smell. In the 15 minutes or 20 minutes of boiling the sauce, you can stir occasionally just to prevent burning or spreading the aromas and the herbs and stuff. Okay, so now that the water are boiling, we will add the pasta. This is locally produced pasta made by an Italian lady here in town. So it's fresh, even the pasta is homemade. So now the pasta has been boiled to al dente status. Now we shall move to the zinc to strain the pasta. Here's my spoon, a little bowl. I'm going to scoop out 3 scoops of this into the bowl. One. Two. And then the last scoop. 3. And if you scoop up bits of pasta by accident, it's not the end of the world. But it's anyway going to mix, to blend with the sauce. Now to strain the pasta into the strainer. Now I like, as a blind person, to put my strainer in a corner of the zinc where I can basically, like this, as you can see here, in a corner. So now I can take my pot, take my aim. Here we go. Back at my sauce, I'm adding of the pasta water to the sauce. Now for some of the final touches, the basil. Again, locally produced. Take it off its branches, take the leaves off. Now the basil has been added, so I will leave it for about a minute in the pan to wilt. So now we will add the pasta to the sauce in the pan. I'm using a pasta spoon, as you can see. Very handy when you're working with pasta. Gently transferring the pasta from the pot to the pan into the sauce, so that they can meet each other, make friends, and for you to enjoy. Okay, so now I'm going to mix everything. The pasta can mix with the sauce to create what I believe a delicious pasta dish. There we go. After this scoop, I'm going to add a bit of Parmesan cheese. Let's see where we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Freshly pasta and basil with tomato dish made with locally produced ingredients. I hope you enjoyed the video with us, and kind regards.